So Newcastle are within spitting distance of Champions League qualification for the first time in ages, 20 years. And even in our wildest dreams, I think as fans, few of us dared to dream that this could be happening this season. We all felt that maybe it would happen in a few years, but the fact that we're within touching distance of it this season, the first full season with Eddie Howe, it just blows my mind. Personally, before the season started, I'd have taken a top 8 finish, maybe squeezing into Europe and even in one of the smaller competitions. And even maybe a couple of months ago, I'd have still been happy with Europa League. But we're now at the point where I think if we don't get the Champions League, it means that something will have gone seriously wrong in the last handful of games that we've got left. To be favourites to qualify for the Champions League with 7 matches remaining, at the start of the season, we would have all taken that. Every single Newcastle supporter would have grabbed that with both hands. And the fact that we are where we are just makes it even more amazing. But what do we actually need to do to secure 3rd or 4th place in the league? That's what we're going to be looking at in this video. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think Newcastle United are the favourites to get one of those 3rd or 4th place spots. Now, it's Tuesday when I'm recording this. And to be perfectly honest with you, I still haven't got over the 6-1 win at the weekend. I still cannot believe that first 20 minutes of that match. I've never seen anything like that in all my years supporting Newcastle. The only thing that even comes remotely close to it is when we were 6-0 up at half-time against Leicester in the promotion season, and Andy Cole and David Kelly both scored a hat-trick. And we won 7-1, but this was just another level. Like, that was one thing, and we took the league by storm that year, and we got promoted, obviously, but this was different. This was against Spurs, and yeah, Spurs have got their issues, but the fact of the matter is Spurs are 5th place in the league. They are also trying to push for the Champions League spots, and despite their turmoil within their club, they are still a good team, and we absolutely steamrolled them. Like, it was just amazing, and every single one of those 5 goals in the first half was just exceptional, and I could go on and on about them. It has been said a million times that the job Eddie Howe has done in the 18 months that he's been here is just absolutely unreal, to be honest with you. And what's exciting about this whole situation is that not only are we on the brink of qualifying for the Champions League again, I'm just really excited about what comes next, because we've got all that investment and the owners who are completely behind the club and we're all moving in the same direction. There's no issues in that respect. So to get this 3rd or 4th place then, to get Champions League qualification, let's look at the 5 things that I think put it in our favour. So number 1 is our remaining fixtures, our strength of schedule, if you like, is easier on paper than other teams. Now, that is not to say it's a done deal. We all know football. We all know things can go wrong. We all know that, you can get a surprise result or a surprise run of results. But if we can just maintain our level for the last handful of games, it should come to us. We should be able to do it because our fixtures are, on paper, easier than our rivals who are also trying to qualify in 3rd and 4th place. And that kind of leads me on to point number 2, which is, out of Man United, Spurs, Villa, Brighton, Liverpool, we have the fewest fixtures against those teams. There are a lot of fixtures remaining where all those teams play each other. We only have to play Brighton at home out of those teams. Obviously, there's Arsenal as well at home, but out of the teams that are aiming to qualify for 3rd and 4th, we only have to play them once. Compare that to Man United, Spurs and Brighton, who all have to play 3 games against teams around them. Villa, who have to play 4 of those teams. And Liverpool have to play 2 of those teams. That means those teams will be dropping points, or some of them will have to drop points. That plays massively into our hands, and I think we can't underestimate that. And point number 3 is we have the points in the bag already. We are sat in 3rd place in the Premier League on merit, and we have the points in the bag. Obviously, apart from Man United, everyone else is chasing us. Man United have a game in hand on us. They've got a tougher schedule of fixtures than we do. The pressure is on everyone, obviously, including us, but I'd much rather be in our position than anyone else's. That's the bare facts of it. We'd much rather have the points on the board than be chasing and trying to overtake and waiting for other teams to slip up above us. I do actually include Man United in that as well, because even though they do have that game in hand, like I said, their fixtures generally are trickier, tougher than ours on paper. And reason number 4, let's not forget, this hasn't really been spoken about too much as a factor, but there are 2 spots open here. 3rd and 4th are up for grabs, without a doubt. You know, no one secured 3rd place. Man United are not miles ahead of us. They're actually behind us at the moment with a game in hand. But, like, 3rd and 4th are open. So, you know, out of those teams, that means 2 out of those 6 teams that are going for those places will get them, and we are in the best position to get one of those 2 places. And reason number 5 is that I just think 4 wins is enough. 12 points from this position. 4 wins, 12 points would take us to 71 points. And with all those teams playing each other and other results, that means that our total of number of points, I think 71 will be enough. I think it might even be less than 71. But overall, we're in the best position, and that we don't need that many more points left to go, especially if we can beat Brighton. That's a really key game. Now, for what it's worth, I actually do genuinely believe that we can finish 3rd. I think we are the 3rd best team in the league this season. I think our goal difference sort of proves that we are actually a better team than Man United have been this season. Obviously, as I said, they've got a game in hand, but they've also got tougher fixtures, so I do expect them to drop some more points. And I think Eddie Howe will just see this out, and I think when we come to the end of the season, I'd be really, really surprised if we don't look and just think, yeah, actually, 3rd place was right for Newcastle this season. They were the 3rd best team in the league, and they're there on merit. So we'll see what happens. I'll be delighted if we get 4th, obviously, but I do think it's in our hands, and we've got a massive game away to Everton coming up on Thursday. I cannot wait for that. I think it's a really tough game. Everton never make it easy for us. Goodison Park's not always been the happiest of hunting grounds. But if we can just play near our best level and not get carried away with what happened on Sunday, we can go to Goodison and actually, I don't know, like, give them what we should have done last season with them, because I feel like we kind of let them off the hook last season with a poor result in the end, really. So let's hope we can make amends for that. But yeah, we're flying. I can't wait, and I just can't wait to see what happens over the last few games of the season. Let me know what you think. How many points do you think it'll take to get Champions League qualification this season for Newcastle? Do you agree with me? Do you think we need 4 more wins, or do you think it's less than that or more than that? I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you really soon for another video.